Good evening, Hawk fans. Welcome to Mount Vernon, Texas, on a beautiful new field here on the campus of the Mount Vernon Tigers for tonight's regional semifinal game one. Your Pleasant Grove Hawks versus the Frisco Panther Creek Panthers. This is game one tonight. Game two is tomorrow night if needed. Game three will be right here in this same place on Saturday. Pleasant Grove coming into tonight's game 27-4 on the season. Panther Creek 19-9-3. And Jay, summertime came a little bit early, it seems like. It's a little bit of a sticky night as we get ready for some playoff baseball action. A little bit of threat of rain coming later as well.
Yeah, looking at the weather app, it looks like we've got 78% humidity, temperature coming in at 82, and it feels like 88. And so it's definitely have some moisture in the air. You got to think that that's probably going to keep some balls from elevating and getting out of here. I was told that left and right field are about 320, and straight away is 380 if that's where you care to take the ball. So it's going to come down to the arms tonight, I think.
Absolutely.
For both of these teams.
And so similar to our dimensions there at home. So we'll see how that goes. Getting the start on the mound for the Hawks tonight is Hunter Rose. He was the game one starter in last week's matchup as well. And so interested to see what he can do. He is sporting a .12 ERA on the season, 54.2 innings pitched.
And 73 strikeouts in those 54 innings, so he's averaging 1.35 strikeouts per inning pitched.
First man in the box for Panther Creek is the center fielder, Cade Miller, batting from the right side. Looks at ball one on the outside.
Yeah, Cade Miller comes in with a .400 batting average and is leading the team in triples with 8.
Something you want to see from your leadoff man, and now he's seen the ball and a strike. This thing at 1-1. This one fouled off toward the net. Mount Vernon's ballpark, again, similar to ours at home, where you just have a net. You can see really well from the middle here. A little bit smaller, but other than that, very similar. This one fouled off in the same spot as Miller and Hunter Rose feel each other out here. That keeps the count at 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the first man goes down on strikes. Hunter Rose sends that one right past him there on the inside, and that'll bring up the number 2 man in the order, the shortstop, Graylin Fry. And
any relation?
I don't know, not that I know of, but you spell the name that way, and we got to be kin somewhere down the road there. Fry with a little blooper in the right field. It'll be a base hit, and Panther Creek has their first base runner of the ball game. That brings up number 1, the third batter, playing first base, Hunter Handley. Handley batting from the left side.
Yeah, he comes in with a .311 batting average and is leading the team in home runs at 2.
He looks at ball one outside.
But a swinger like that, he also leads the team in strikeouts as well.
Yeah,
so
sometimes
he has one swing, and he's looking to take it deep.
Hunter Rose, just a little check over toward first, and we'll see that from Rose a few times. Kind of a little soft toss over there, and all of a sudden one moves a little bit quicker. And I don't know, sometimes it maybe seem like he takes those base runners personally over there and sees if he can't get rid of them that way. This one right down the middle, a little bit low. Ball 2. 2-0 count now to Handley. Rose back to first. They fire over to second. Get him. He is out. And so Fry is caught stealing. I'm not saying I can see the future, but I've learned a few things from the past, Jay.
Well, and I think that could be one of the reasons why the game day feed is removed after these games. It's just so teams can't see that.
That's a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's why you send scouts.
Yeah, so if you don't wonder on that. This one fouled back, and poor Panther Creek mom over here was trying to film, and I'm sure that's probably someone related to Hanley since she's there, and he kind of sent that one right at her. Might be a conversation afterwards. The 2-2 now. Fouled off again.
Keep winning, 1-4, keep winning.
Yeah, one of our sponsors tonight is Phone Pros. Panther Creek will have to go the other way, but I promise you come to Texarkana, ma'am, and we'll get that phone fixed up for you there at Phone Pros, who are helping us bring this game to you.
I've had a couple opportunities to need their services.
I have I've used
broken
them.
Screens. And the one thing that's been so impressive to me, not only that I get my phone back and it works right, but the speed in which they do that.
Absolutely. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hunter Rose puts 2 of them down via strike, takes 1 out on the base paths. And the first 3 batters are retired in order for Panther Creek. We'll head to the bottom of the first, and the Hawks will be up to bat. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back here to Mount Vernon. Tonight's game brought to you by Nothing Bunt Cakes over there on Richmond Road next to Target. Also, Mortgage Financial Services. Make sure you stop by and see those guys. Diamond Bank, the sponsors of tonight's game. And then we already alluded to them just a little bit earlier, Phone Pros, helping bring you all the action tonight. We are able to do this and bring it to you free, whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube. That only happens because of the people who partner with us and sponsor these games. You'll see them there. You see them in the corners of the screen and then the commercials that we go to. So make sure you let those sponsors know that you saw them here on Texarkana Game Day and you appreciate their support of all of our Texarkana teams as we go. We will try to give you updates on Liberty Ilo's game as well. We weren't able to broadcast that on game day due to some issues at the venue. Hawks up to bat now. Jared Halter will be the first man up. Jace Elrod and Spencer Browning also due up this inning. And Halter looks at ball 1 from Kai Richmond.
Yeah, Jarrett comes in with a .437 batting average and has forced 13 walks so far this season.
He sees the first strike there from Richmond. Big, tall, lanky kid working from the left side of the mound. The 1-1. Swing back to third. Third baseman Stokeham gets it over to Handley at first and retires Jared Halter. That'll bring up Jace Elrod. Spencer Browning is the man on deck. Elrod, the center fielder this evening for the Hawks with Hunter Rose on the mound.
6, Jace Elrod.
Yeah, Elrod coming in with a .376 batting average, and he's forced 29 walks so far this year.
He looked at that one inside, kind of right there at the knees for ball 1. This one, a chopper to second base. That's Ray. He gets it over to Handley. And the Hawks with 2 ground outs to get their first half inning started. Now Spencer Browning, the shortstop for Pleasant Grove, steps in.
Well, it does look like the Hawks are able to see the ball well. So, I mean, if they put the ball into play, but Spencer Browning coming in with a .372 batting average and 7 home runs.
This one low and outside, and yeah, he had a big home run in that series last week over there in Marshall. This one inside.
Yeah, he's also forced 27 walks so far this season.
This one low and inside, ball 3.
Hey, nothing for free right here. Nothing for free.
And even though the folks in the stands were saying nothing for free, the coach said, you know what, we're not going to serve something up there for him. So they've at least done enough research to know the damage that Browning can do. And so that brings up tonight's starting pitcher, Hunter Rose. He steps up with a man on first. Stepping in from the left side of the box is Rose.
And he comes in with a .443 batting average with 33 RBIs and 15 walks.
Looks at strike 1 right on the inside corner there. Checks down with Coach Fincher at third to get the call. Coach Perlman is manning first base tonight. This one way outside to Rose.
Yeah, with them holding Spencer Browning on first, there's a lot of room on that right side for a ball to be put in play.
Hunter likes to pull it. The 1-1 now. This one inside and low. 2 balls and a strike. Should Rose get on base, Buck Anderson
Hey, throw him out.
is the next man up for the Hawks. 2 balls and a strike now from Richmond. Little chopper towards second. May gets it over to Hanley at first. And that's the way the first inning will end. We're all knotted up at 0. We head to the second after this short break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day. All right, folks, welcome back to tonight's game. This game sponsored by Nothing Bunt Cakes. Also sponsored by Mortgage Financial Services. Sponsored by Diamond Bank, as well as Phone Pros. Thank you to tonight's game sponsors for helping us bring you this game tonight. Jay, the winner of this game will head to the regional final against either Waxahachie Life, or Lindale.
And I was really surprised to not see Sulphur Springs advance.
Yeah.
I was sort of hoping that Pleasant Grove would have the opportunity to play Sulphur Springs in the regional, just because they were the only 2 district losses that Pleasant Grove had this year. But Lindale took care of action, and we could probably talk about Waxahachie Life a little bit later in the broadcast on their upset of Salina.
All right, Kai Richmond now, the pitcher for Panther Creek, comes in, and he just pokes this thing out there. And it's going to fall down for a base hit and just fell into the middle of that dead zone just outside of the infield and was only about a foot inside the foul line over there. And so for the second time in as many innings, Panther Creek has a man on first. They do send in a pinch runner for the pitcher. That brings up third baseman Davis Stokeham
And he comes in with a .306 batting average.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's a strike as Hunter Rose with the fastball right down the middle.
And I'm assuming it's going to be his younger brother that will be throwing to Pleasant Grove tomorrow. It's Dawson Stokan.
He's a right fielder who is not batting tonight, but he is playing out in the field. So, yeah, he's the other pitcher. The 0-1 now from Rose. This one on the outside corner just gets it, strike 2.
Very nice job of framing there.
Yeah, that's
by Mr. Anderson.
Watching a video on that last night. Now the catchers have gotten a lot quicker at bringing that glove up. Rose back over to first to check on the runner. He dives back safe.
Hey, watch the front foot more than 50 degrees.
Swing foul. The chopper back between the legs of Buck Anderson.
Yeah, Hunter Rose going inside there and jamming Stokan.
We were talking about it as they were doing the introductions. Got some good size on this Panther Creek team. Little chopper towards short. Spencer Browning fires over to first, gets the out there. Panther Creek does have a runner in scoring position as the man from first got a pretty good jump there. Got over to second base. One out now.
Now batting number 18, Aaron Jackson.
As number 18, the catcher, Aaron Jackson, steps into the box from the right side.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do with a runner in scoring position.
He calls for time. Swing and a miss. Tried to catch up one on the outside.
Aaron comes in with a .270 batting average.
Spencer Browning checking on the man on second. This one right down the middle, a little bit low. Buck unable to get that one up high enough for the umpire to call it, or to buy it rather. This one a swing back to first, and the runner dives back to second and gets there just before Spencer Browning. Heck of a play there by Walker Wright and a heads-up play by Browning. A bang-bang shot there. Second base umpire was right there on top of it to call it safe, but there are 2 outs now. And number 8, Caden Ray, the second baseman, steps in. He was a part of 2 of the defensive plays for Panther Creek in their first half inning.
He's got a .205 batting average and does come in with one of their home runs.
That one sailed on Rose just a little bit. See Spencer Browning giving a signal to him out there with the runner on second. Now, Ray wants to take a second and think about it.
Go, 8. Let's go right here.
Hunter's got the batter thinking, and sometimes that's not always a good thing. Good pitch, just a little low there by Hunter Rose. Takes it to a 2-0 count here with 2 outs in the top of the second.
This one just catches the inside corner. I think Ray was trying to lean out there and maybe try to convince Blue otherwise, but called for a strike. 2-1 now. Foul ball. Back to Buck right there at home plate. Ray, the number 7 man in the lineup.
Rose looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game here.
Chopper. Foul over to the left. Cam Flashnick, the left fielder, is the man on deck for Panther Creek. This one, a little chopper. Christian May gets it at third, fires to first. In time, he's out. And the Hawks are out of the second inning. No runs, one man left on for Panther Creek. We'll take a break, come back. The Hawks will be at bat. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Mount Vernon. As we head into the bottom of the second, Buck Anderson, Landon West, and Walker Wright due up for Pleasant Grove. And Buck looks at ball one, low and outside. That one bounces off the turf in front of home plate. Buck Anderson, one of those as well. You don't want to hang something up in the zone. This one a chopper. Shortstop Fry gets it, fires it over to first, gets there just ahead of Buck. And to record the first out, he put a little heat on it. Like I say, the Hawks have hit the ball hard in both of their chances here against Richmond. Just hit it right to people. Pretty soon one of those has to see an opening.
Yeah, what Yogi Bear says, hit them where they ain't.
Hit them where they ain't. Landon West looks at strike one.
Yeah, West comes in with a .341 batting average, 23 RBIs, 13 walks.
This one's swing and a miss. Strike two, just got out a little bit ahead of that breaking ball. This one high and inside for ball one. The 1-2 now from Richmond. Low and on the outside.
Hey, right here, Ty.
Yeah, Richmond really hasn't had to dig that deep into the count on most of these Hawks.
This one fouled back. Just remembered, I said earlier we would try to let you know about the Liberty Idol game. They're not playing tonight. They play tomorrow and Saturday because tonight they are graduating. So I won't be giving you updates during this game. Maybe tomorrow night. The 0-2 now to Landon West. Foul. Off the net, staying alive.
Let's go.
It's a 2-2. 2-2. That's what I get for trusting the. This one a little bit high to get to a full count. So Landon West started off in a hole 0-2 and has worked this thing back full.
Starting to get a little movement on the flag out in center field, but it's blowing in. So
Yeah.
that's even worse with this muggy.
Not the way that pitchers want it for sure. Excuse me, hitters. This one low, and Landon West will make his way to first base via the walk. That brings up Walker Wright. Christian May now, the man on deck. Ty Boozer, the designated hitter. The number 9 man in the lineup. And looks like the pitcher Richmond for Panther Creek kind of shaking up a little bit there. I don't know if that last one got away from him or what's going on with you. So may just need a drink of water. Yeah, a little bit this humid night.
Yeah, dehydration and cramps could be something that comes into play.
Yeah,
On a night like this.
you usually see that in some football times, but it has been unseasonably warm. I think I saw where San Antonio this week actually had a higher temperature than somewhere out in the Sahara Desert. A little bit unseasonably warm for this time of year. So Richmond trying to gather himself out there. Now he looks like he's good to go. He's thrown 22 pitches.
Now batting, number 10, Walker Wright.
Walker right now.
Walker Wright's one of the Hawks that has one of the 15 home runs that this team has hit.
He looks at ball one low.
He's been able to force 20 walks himself.
Let's see.
Landon West trying to do what he can to keep Richmond intrigued at first.
1-0. This one just catches the outside corner. That was a pretty good frame job there by Jackson.
Yes. Move that ball a little bit. But definitely one thing I've mentioned this before, consistent calls is what we like to
I was
see.
going to say, just do it. One or the other. That one a little bit too far outside and low. Now 2-1. The count. Hawks with a man on first. One out here in the bottom of the second. Walker Wright, the number 7 man in the lineup, playing first base this evening. Shot to the shortstop. He gets it to first. Excuse me, the second fires over to first for the double play. That's the way the inning will end. So again, the Hawks putting the bat on the ball so far, just putting it right at the Panther Creek defenders. We'll take a break, come back for the top of the third. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie. Here are those loan docs.
Thanks, James. I'm so glad we didn't have to delay this closing.
Tissue?
Thanks.
Secure and safe loan closings, or take care of just about any banking task. Experience the credit union difference. Anytime, anywhere. With RRCU's digital banking. Do you RRCU?
All right, folks, welcome back. Want to thank Nothing Bunt Cakes. We had a lot of those yesterday. Coach Clark had his retirement party yesterday, and so we appreciate him. And now Mortgage Financial Services.
Yeah, and just want to thank Cody Lawrence for all that he does for Pleasant Grove over there at Mortgage Financial. Definitely appreciate his support.
Absolutely. And then Diamond Bank. Of course, Billy Lavender and the entire team over there at Diamond Bank. And then, as always, Phone Pros. Thank you to Phone Pros for what they do to support us. Should you have an issue with the phone, maybe you're watching us right now on a cracked screen or a phone that just doesn't sound good. If it doesn't sound good, that may be more our fault than your phone, but take it by Phone Pros. and they'll get it checked out for you.
Leading off.
Well, if you need any banking needs, you can also see Frank Halter or Billy Lavender over there.
Yes, I mean, we'll get any of them. All right, now. As we strike one here from Hunter Rose.
It's going to be Cameron Flashnick with a 278 batting average, playing left field.
Flashnick, the number 8 hitter. Eaton Wong is on deck. He's the designated hitter. And then Cade Miller, the leadoff man, will be the third batter of the evening. The 1-1 now to Flashnick. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The Greek has their names on their jerseys. Extra fancy. The 1-2 now from Rose. Out to second. Jared Halter gets it, fires over to first to Walker Wright. And that's out number 1 here in the top of the third.
Now batting number 17, Easton Wong.
Easton Wong.
All right, Easton, here we go.
Not exactly spelled the same as the bat company, but he can probably play a little baseball.
Probably so. Usually.
He's a freshman.
Swing a little bit high.
Earning his spot to play DH.
Swing a little bit right on the outside edge there for strike 1. And now you hear their fans questioning a little bit. But like you say, just be consistent. That one in the same spot. Nope, they say he did not go. So it's a ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Find a way.
2-2 now to Wong. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there are 2 outs here in the top of the third. DeRose with another strikeout on the evening.
Takes him to 3, so he's got his
Number 6.
at least
Cade
1
Miller.
inning average built in there right now.
So now we're back to the top of the order. Cade Miller, center fielder, a high pop-up, and Christian May says, back away, I got it, and he does in foul territory. And that's the way the top of the third ends. We're still scoreless here in Mount Vernon. We'll take a break. Come back for the bottom of the third. The Hawks will be up to bat. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Playoff Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Nerf Wars, safe. Dodgeball, safe. Kickball, batting cages, and glow-in-the-dark parties. You're all safe here, baby. Looking for a birthday party that's anything but ordinary? Iconic Performance Center brings the fun to you. With 2 hours of high-energy activities, plus music and dancing, this will be the party they'll never forget. Book your iconic birthday party today at iconicperformancecenter.net or just call 903-293-9949.
So again, Jay, this is the regional semifinal, and really expected to see, probably most people expected to see maybe Salina have a chance in the final, but in the playoffs you get a chance to flip for either a 3-game series and 1-game series.
Yeah, they were trailing 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th, and Waxahachie Life was down to its final outs against Salina and had 3 singles in a row. And then someone that we may need to be cognizant of is Ritter Carson. Had a game-winning walk-off double that drove in 2 runs to win the game and shocked a lot of Texas. Started getting text right after that game, and my response was just wow.
So interested to see. So we'll see the winner of Waxahachie Life and Lindale. They'll face the winner of this series. Christian May, a pop-up here on one swing. Cade Miller, the center fielder, comes in and tracks that one down before it could find some legs. And the Hawks have one down here in the bottom of the third. Ty Boozer, the designated hitter, steps up, and Jared Halter will turn the lineup over. He's the man on deck. This one right on that outside edge for Kai Richmond. Strike one against Boozer. Swing and a miss. Ty Boozer came back about halfway through the season following some surgery and recovery from that. This one a little bit too low and outside as he watches it goes by. 1-2.
I mean, just his leadership throughout the time that he was not on the field was tremendous.
Just a fantastic young man and does a good job on the ball field. Fry cannot make this play as he tries to get to that one, and so now the Hawks with a man on first, one out here in the bottom of the third as we start the lineup over once again. Jarrett Halter steps in, and a little error there on the shortstop. Maybe a little bit of a spark that the Hawks need here to get something moving. Again, we've hit the ball hard several times right at some of the Panther Creek players.
Yeah, the third Hawk to touch first base, none by
Number
hit.
4, Jarrett Halter.
We do have 2 Hawks that have earned walks. Ty Boozer with the error there.
Halter almost got a walk there. He was about an inch shy of taking that one in the ribs. This one, strike. Right at the knees. 1-1 now for the senior second baseman. Gets a little lead over at first. This one, right on that outside edge.
Another great job of framing there.
Yeah, and again,
I am directly behind home plate. And
it's right on the edge of that batter's box. But like I say, he has been consistent, if nothing else. The 1-2. This one up high over the head of Halter, and Jackson does a good job to keep that thing from sailing over his head. 2-2 now to Halter.
There's a lot of things I'd rather do besides call a game behind the plate.
Jackson sits up on the outside, swing and a miss. And it is the
Now batting number 6, Jace Elrod.
second out of the inning brings up Jace Elrod, center fielder. Batting from the left side.
Jace is dangerous. He's got 11 extra bases that he's put out there. 4 doubles, 5 triples, and 2 home runs himself. And the problem there also is that he just forces so many walks with 29.
He looks at ball 1 on the outside. This one checks on Boozer at first. This one fouled back off the plate there. Elrod just a little bit slow getting around on that one. The 1-1 now. This one low off the plate. He tells Boozer to hold up. He doesn't. And gets caught out trying to get into second. So that's the way the bottom of the third will end. We'll head to the 4th, still knotted at 0. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Hi, I'm Jay Strickland, second generation master electrician. This is our team here at Livewire Electrical Services. Your safety is our top priority. That's why with every service call, we do a visual safety inspection for our customers, because small things can turn into big problems if left unchecked. We also offer a safety and savings membership plan, which gives you priority booking service, discounts, and an annual safety inspection of your home to make sure your home is protected year-round. We're proud to have been voted Best Electrician in Texarkana for the last 3 years by the Reader's Vault magazine. We have a 4.9 Google rating with over 270 5-star reviews because Texarkana trusts us to get the job done right. So give us a call today and experience the difference, because your home safety starts with us.
All All right, folks, welcome back here to Mount Vernon as we head into the top of the fourth scoreless ball game. So far, both teams' pitchers have done a good job of mitigating any little miscues that have been out there in the field. Both teams have had base runners.
Well, neither one of these pitchers, I believe, are going to go anywhere this game, just because, I mean, they're barely averaging 13, 14, pitches per inning, and really the defense behind each of them has been pretty salty tonight.
Shortstop Fry comes up, fouls this one off to the right and out of play.
Yeah, Grayland has one of the hits for the Panthers to right field. A little
blooper earlier, yep. This one he a little bit too far right. 1-1 now after the ball from Hunter Rose. Swing again, fouled off and to the right over toward the softball field.
He hasn't caught up to the fastball. I wouldn't throw him anything but that.
The 1-2 now from Rose. Swing over to Spencer Browning. Browning fires it to first, a little high. And it goes into the dugout. Fry's going to be awarded second base, and Browning sort of chopped the ball there for just a second and threw it and just sailed it over Walker Wright's head.
Number 14, Hunter Henley.
So now Panther Creek with a runner in scoring position, no outs, here to start the fourth.
Yeah, as tall as
Hunter Handley, first baseman.
As tall as Wright is, still not able to come down with that one. Just sailed on Spencer just a little bit.
First baseman Handley showing bunt, pulls it back. Pitch out there. Hanley fouls this one off over the left side. 1-1 now.
Walker Wright just maybe one step off the grass just in case.
Shows bunt again, fouls this one off for strike two.
Get him in. Or get him over.
One and two now, the count.
Get him in or get him over. It's probably a good call if you're a Panther fan.
Shot back to Spencer Browning. Fires this one over to first. It's on target, but it does allow Fry to advance to third. And now Panther Creek with a man 90 feet away. And Coach Fincher wants to take just a moment to talk to his guys.
And rightly so. I mean, you've got Richmond coming up with a .311 batting average, so he can definitely put that ball in play.
Talk about what they want to do. We want to thank our sponsors for tonight, Nothing But Cakes, Mortgage Financial Services, Diamond Bank, and Phone Pros. Thank you for your sponsorship of tonight's game, and to all of our sponsors that help us keep Texarkana Game Day on the air each and every week. So a little short mountain visit there from Coach Fincher to Hunter Rose and his infielders. Just make sure we're all on the same page.
And for those that are watching, if you'd like the opportunity to sponsor Pleasant Grove or Liberty Isle, give Morgan Smith or myself a call. We can get you on the screens.
Kai Richmond, the pitcher. Swing and a miss at strike one from the right side. And their coach calling out the Plays via numbers. Rose working quickly. Bunt now. Throws back to home, and Fry is out. At home, Hunter Rose, a beautiful play from the pitcher's mound. Buck Anderson was in position. Rose put it where it needed to go. They get the lead runner out there. Not a bad bunt from Richmond. A great play
Not batting
by Hunter Rose.
Yeah, Hunter Rose just finds a way to get them out via pickoff or just a very athletic play back to Anderson, who makes the tag.
Little chopper back to the pitcher. Rose over to first, and that's the way the inning ends. Panther Creek threatened. Hunter Rose answered. We'll come back for the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Playoff Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here, and we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Mount Vernon as the Hawks get out of the top half of the fourth. Started off with a man on second and no outs, and they're able to get him out trying to come home on a bunt and keep this thing all tied at 0.
Yeah, Coach Fincher had a little huddle with the entire team over there just off third base coming off that top of the fourth. And, would have loved to have had a microphone in that conversation just to see how he was going to coach the boys up. But, you've had the Panthers be able to pull out some of these close games. And so there's got to be not necessarily just, any type of, fear or anything like that between either of these teams. And one of the things that I'm really impressed with right now is Richmond has done very well on the mound.
Yeah.
Coming into this game, he'd given up 22 walks and actually hit 4 batters, so he has not done that tonight. So he's had good control.
2, 3, 4 hitters up for the Hawks, and this one is a hit by Jace Elrod. It's going to be at least 2. A stand-up double for Jace Elrod to start this one off as he laces one just inside the right field line. And this field goes downhill. You're about, a good 2.5 feet at least lower at the wall than you are at home plate. And so now the Hawks start this half inning the same way Panther Creek did, with a man on second, no out. Spencer Browning stepping into the box for Pleasant Grove. Hunter Rose is on deck.
And Elrod's speed is definitely going to be something that could come into play here.
This one low and outside. I'll be interested to see how aggressive they are in pitching toward Spencer Browning.
I was too busy watching Elrod. You may have already mentioned this, but Browning did earn first base with a walk in the first inning.
Yep, he was intentionally walked. The 1-0 here. This one low and outside. And this is very similar to the approach in the first inning. Is, hey, maybe you can sneak something in there or get him to swing at something.
It looks like left and right field are both playing back just a little bit. Center field's playing about where he's played all game.
This one, strike one. Got a little curveball that squeezes in there for a strike. Two 2-1 now to Browning. This one outside once again. 3-1.
Go, Spencer.
Yeah, hanging curve here could do Browning well.
3-1, this one low. Spencer Browning on base via the walk, and Hunter Rose steps up with a chance to help himself out. No outs, man on first and second.
Now batting, number 1, Hunter Rose.
And Coach Fincher wants to confer with Hunter as he steps in.
Yeah, Hunter's coming in with 12 doubles, 7 triples, and a home run. Of course, we mentioned it earlier in the game, 443 batting average. Looks like Coach Kelly is Kelly Span's going to do a little discussions out there, and just to remind his team what all's going on. They've actually been giving up 3.19 points per game, or runs per game. But in the playoffs, similar to Pleasant Grove, they have not allowed many runs. I think they've only allowed 2 runs in the 3 games that they've played. Pleasant Grove only allowing 1.
Yeah.
So both these teams definitely relying on pitching and defense.
Absolutely. All right, Rose now stepping in after both teams had a short conference. Again, a man on first and second, no outs. Rose looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Both of these pitchers have done a masterful job. That's the 46th pitch of the evening for Richmond. Rose has 48. This time he shows bunt. Leaves it down, it bounces right on the line, just foul.
Yeah, if that would have stayed fair, I think you would have had bases loaded and a very, very happy Buck Anderson.
0-2 now. We'll see
Go, Hunter.
what the call is to Hunter Rose here now. Fouls this one off to stay alive over the left side fence. Well, they got them a ditch on the outside of their ball field like we do too that eats baseballs. Still the 0-2. This one popped up and Fry lets it hit, but it's an infield fly rule. So Rose is out. And the Hawks still have a man on first and second. Buck Anderson now steps in.
Number 23, Buck Anderson.
Landon West and Walker Wright. The next 2 Hawks due up in the order. So Rose just got under that one a little bit, and he wishes he could have that one back.
Well-placed ball brings in 1, maybe 2.
And on first and second. They appeal to first. First base umpire says yes, he did. So it's strike 1
Come on, Buck.
on Buck Anderson. Yeah, base hit just over shortstop here. Certainly make this thing interesting.
Well, his at-bat in the second inning was to the shortstop, but he was able to make the throw to first.
Buck Anderson showing bunt, pulls it back. He did not go. Moving out there on the bases, and the catcher was appealing down to first. I think his coach is saying, hey, let's make sure the play's done before we start asking questions. 1-1. See him nodding to coach like, yeah, I got it. This one high. Skied again, the second baseman. Ray goes over and is able to put that one in. So the Hawks go from hitting it on the ground straight at people to now a couple of pop-ups. So again, Pleasant Grove got 2 runners on base to start this at
Number
bat.
21, Landon West.
Followed by 2 outs. Now Landon West, the right fielder, steps in with a chance to do something.
Landon comes in with 23 RBIs, looking for number 24.
This one gets out in front of Johnson. He will not have a play, and so now, if Landon West can put something in play, Hawks with a good chance to plate 2.
90 feet away.
So again, sort of mimicking what Panther Creek did in the top half of this inning. Hawks now threatening. The 1-0. This one fouled off to the right. Evens the count at 1 apiece now. Jackson wants to come out and have a conversation with his pitcher and probably just make sure that they're on the same page. Hawks got a man out there on second, and we just want to make sure they know what they're talking about.
Or maybe just let them know that the batter's getting a call from the Hawk on second base. What the sign is.
Letting them know what's happening. Richmond still kind of looking a little winded or something there. All right, 1-1 now after the conference at the mound for Landon West. This one a little bit too far outside, says the ump. Catcher asked him where that one was. Son, you had to lean to your right to get it. 2-1. This one fouled off toward right field. That one was a little bit straighter. It might be out there in those trees.
Yeah, I'm leaving that one alone, too.
Yeah, that's out there.
That one's got ticks and chiggers written all over
We're
it.
in the herpetology department. Something you don't want to mess with. No shouldered lizards. 2-2 now. And Landon West asks for time. He gets it. Walker Wright's on deck. Christian May will follow him should the opportunity arise. Swing and a miss. Landon West stays alive, fouls this one back, and you can try to have your wife check you for ticks, but I don't think she wants to. Miss Kimberly said she didn't sign up for that. They sent a guy out there, some poor freshman's out there trying to chase that ball down in the grass for Panther Creek. If he doesn't call and come back, I better report it. 2-2 now. And this one, Landon West will get to first base the easy way or the hard way, however you want to describe it.
I talked a little bit. He's had 4 of those so far this season. But, now you've got a little stress with bases loaded.
Walker Wright stepping in with a chance to do something. Now the coach wants to come and I think they're.
You just wonder if there's maybe some discomfort or something in his arm, or
he
lower back.
Again had a little something earlier, and then
Now batting number 10, Walker Wright.
Go walk.
all right. So bases loaded opportunity here for Walker Wright with 2 outs
Go walk.
here in the bottom of the 4th. This one far outside, and Elrod is in and safe, and the Hawks have a run across the board. Jace Elrod. And if there's any Hawk you told me I could have on third to try to make that play, he's the one I would pick.
Yeah, the speed there definitely helped him get just underneath the tag, and so Pleasant Grove first one with a run tonight.
And I tell you, not a bad play from Jackson there, the catcher. They made that thing very interesting. Ball one now to Walker Wright. This one fouled over the right field light pole. If that kid's still out there hiking in the grass, he can look for that one too. The 1-1 now, 2 runners in scoring position. Walker Wright, a shot, and the second baseman, Ray, is right where he needs to be, jumps up and pulls that one down. But the Hawks do get one aboard for Jace Elrod. Steals home on a wild pitch. Pleasant Grove leads it 1-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Texarkana, when it comes to electricity, you do not want to strike out. That's why I trust the pros at Livewire Electrical Services. These guys are the real MVP, voted Electricians of the Year 3 years in a row. Now that's a home run, baby. Need to upgrade your lighting to LED, diagnose a breaker that won't stop tripping, or add a portable generator connection? Livewire has you covered. Power problems? Call Livewire Electrical Services today. I know I do, because with these guys, you're always safe at home.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Mount Vernon. Hunter Rose and company back out on the field. And Jay, the Hawks threatened there, left 2 men on bases, started off with 2 guys on and got 2 outs after that, able to scratch one across on a wild pitch. But the runs have been difficult to come by both teams. The 4th inning, giving both teams their best opportunities. Pleasant Grove's defense able to stymie Panther Creek's shot at getting home, and the Hawks able to squeeze one across there off the wheels of Jace Elrod.
When you gotta think that Hunter Rose is comfortable with the 1-run lead with how he has pitched so far tonight.
Aaron Jackson, the catcher, now steps into the box for Panther Creek. Swing and a miss. Chops over the top of this one. That thing looked like it was coming straight at you and then just fell off the table there. Rose now working with some speed. Throws this one a little bit low. Ball 1.
Yeah, in the 2nd inning, Jackson lined out right to the first baseman.
This one also just a little bit low. DeRose needing to pull those up in the zone just a little bit. This one fouled back, strike 1. Off the net right back here behind us.
Yeah, the Panthers only have, I think, 3 starting seniors tonight. So they got a young team.
This one is going to sail foul over the right side. It floated around for a little while now, even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Go, Hunter.
Jackson is the catcher for Panther Creek. Fouls this one back. So he keeps alive. Hunter Rose battling there on the mound. And again, this is a hot, sticky night for early spring baseball. Rose gets this one. Chopper to second. Jared Halter over to first. Jackson is out, and Jackson comes up a little bit limpy at the end of that one, hanging on to the hamstring there. And so we'll see
the coaches
how that progresses.
If the coaches of PG saw that, I may steal a few bases, at least try. Yeah, humidity is actually up to 90% now.
Just sticky. Cam Flashnick now, the left fielder, in. Hits it back to Hunter Rose. Rose fires over to first to Walker Wright. 2 down. It was Hunter Rose's 54th pitch of the ball game.
If Hunter could throw that one a little bit harder,
make you feel better?
That'd make me feel a little bit better.
Maybe drawn up a little bit tight there?
But he knows he's got the pace of play.
It's nonchalant there, right?
Yep. Makes it look easy.
Easton Wong now, the designated hitter. Looks at strike one. I'm going to fix my handwriting. This one, ball?
Yeah, this is actually Flashnick.
Oh, this is Cam Flashnick. I thought that was, well, I had the whole thing messed up. That was Caden Ray that got out. Cam Flashnick is up next. There's still 2 outs regardless. This one fouled back off the net. Anderson caught it, but it doesn't count that way.
Yeah, Flashnick hit the ball to Jarrett Halter in the third and grounded out after a routine play by Halter to first.
This one goes to Christian May at third. He bobbles it, gets it to first, and he's back down. Out! Walker right.
Able to put the tag on him.
Focus. And the Hawks get out of the top of the fifth with no runs. We head to the bottom of 5. Pleasant Grove leads at 1-0. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Nothing Bundt Cakes over on Richmond Road. Mortgage Financial Services, Diamond Bank, and Phone Pros. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's game. And you see a new pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, I believe that's number
Panther
10,
Yep.
Luis Barisno.
Luis
Brasino?
Briseño. Luis Briseño is out there, number 10. Got any stats on him for the season?
I do. He's coming in with a 5.06 ERA, and he's had 12 appearances. He's pitched 18 innings, and he's got just under 1 as far as strikeouts per innings pitch. He's at .722. He has put 3 on base by the way of hit by pitch, and outside of that, looks like this is going to be a strategy move. I know that I believe it was Caden Miller has been the one that has been coming off in 2 saves in the playoff games.
Christian May, the man up for the Hawks, looks at ball 1.
Number 7, Christian May.
Down in the dirt, May, the third baseman. Will be followed by Ty Boozer and then Jarrett Halter. We'll turn the inning over as the third man due up here in the bottom of the 5th. And, Jay, I'd feel a lot better if we could put a crooked number up here in this half inning. Saño's third pitch catches the corner, 2-1. That one was low, and this umpire's listening to the crowd quite a bit, you can tell, because he responds to it, and that one was in the dirt. Christian May swings at it to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch now. Outside. Full count now.
Yeah, he does have 13 walks on the 18 innings that he has pitched. That could explain the ERA being a little over 5.
This one staying alive as Christian May gets a piece of that one. Knocks it foul.
And it could just be, hopefully it has nothing to do with any type of injury or being hurt for Richmond, but it could just be a strategy move to maybe be able to bring him in game 2 or 3.
If you've got to have him. He ended, I think, just a little over 60 pitches. Christian May again staying alive. Fouled off to the left, got over the top of that one. A little English on that ball. Full count now and draws a walk after 8 pitches. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Ty Boozer.
Now batting, number 28, Ty Boozer.
That's going to be 2 innings in a row for Pleasant Grove, putting someone on base, the first hitter of the inning.
See if Boozer can keep it up. Briseño checks on May at first. He is back safe. Boozer shows bunt, pulls it back.
Yeah, Jackson had an opportunity there to throw behind the runner there. Christian May doing a good job getting back, but it would have been a close play, I believe.
Again, Boozer pulls the would-be bunt back. Third baseman Stokan is crashing down. I think Boozer will be trying to hit that thing toward first. He does get the bat on this one, but it is foul. He is trying to get down to that first base side.
Lewis was a little slow coming off the mound there, so that may be another play that Coach Finchers wants to see executed.
We saw that. We saw Aaron Jackson come up a little bit limpy after running down to first in his last at-bat. So, yeah, maybe you check both of their reflexes if you can. The 2-1 now to Boozer. Pulls back the would-be bump, but this one's a strike down the middle. Fincher looked at him and said, hit the ball.
Yeah, swing away. Christian May.
This one back to the pitcher, Briseño. He gets it to first, but Christian May is moved over, so Ty does what he wants to do, and that brings off the leadoff hitter for the Hawks, Jared Halter. Steps back in. Halter 0 for 2 on the evening with a ground out and a strikeout.
You've got to have a lot of faith in your team. 9-hole hitter, you ask him to place a bunt with already 2 strikes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of faith in Mr. Boozer there, and does exactly what was expected, moves the Hawk over to second base.
And now Caden Clark comes in as the pinch runner at second base in place of Christian May.
Yeah, Halter coming in with 27 RBIs for the season.
Carl come in and play second base some, but we have seen him quite a bit on the bases this year as a pinch runner. Briseño taking his time getting ready. Halter, chopper toward third. Third baseman is able to field it, get it over to first to get him out, keeps the runner on second. That was a hot shot over there to Stokeham, and he was able to backhand it, get it over there to first. And now Jace Elrod comes up. He started the last inning off with an absolute torch down the right field line for a double, and then came in and scored on a wild pitch. It's the lone player to cross home plate tonight for either team. He steps in with 2 outs here with a man on second. This one,
that's going to get down.
Shot towards center field, and the center fielder Miller was able to track it down, and it just continued to float. Looked like it was going to die, but it just hung up in the air, and Miller was able to make easy work of that. So we head to the top of the 6th. Your score after 5, Pleasant Grove 1, Panther Creek 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hog Baseball on Texarkana Game Day. All right, folks, welcome back here to Mount Vernon. We head to the top of the 6th. Panther Creek with the number 9, 1, and 2 hitters up in this one as Hunter Rose continues to work. He's thrown 59 pitches of scoreless baseball.
He's got 3 strikeouts and no walks so far.
Wong, the designated hitter, hitting for the right fielder, Stokeham. And he looks at strike 1 from Hunter Rose. I think he called it a strike. This one, low and outside. Strike.
Yeah, Rose setting up Wong for
1-2.
his second strikeout of the game.
And now Wong wants time so he can think about it. Swing. Foul. Wong got a piece of that one. You mentioned he did strike out in his first at bat.
Yeah, I think that got Anderson just underneath the protection that he's got on his chest.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and now Cade Miller will come up. This is the 3rd time that Panther Creek will start the order this evening. So Hunter Rose seeing these batters for the 3rd time, them seeing him for the 3rd time, and so a little bit of a chess match between pitcher and catcher. Miller is the left fielder. This one way far outside. Kind of got away from Hunter there. Buck Anderson does a good job to track it down.
Cade Miller struck out in the first inning and then in the 3rd popped up in foul territory to third base.
Fouls this one off into the first base dugout to even the count at 1 apiece. Swing and a miss. Hunter Rose with the heater here.
Hunter Rose working quickly.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Hunter Rose puts down the first 2 batters in the 6th inning via the strikeout. That brings up the shortstop, Graylin Fry. He made it on base in the first, was thrown out on the base path, and then made it to, easy for me to say, made it to the 3rd and had a chance to score on a bunt. Just a beautiful play by Hunter Rose. Allowed Buck Anderson to tag him out. Stop a potential run threat from Panther Creek. He peeled to first base. They said he did not go. Ball 1. That's when a high hit towards shortstop. Spencer Browning waits for it, gets it. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Pleasant Grove leading it 1-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie. Here are those loan docs.
Thanks, James. I'm so glad we didn't have to delay this closing.
Tissue?
Thanks.
Secure and safe loan closings, or take care of just about any banking task. Experience the credit union difference. Anytime, anywhere. With RRCU's digital banking. Do you RRCU?
Big thank you to tonight's game sponsors. Nothing Bunt Cakes over on Richmond Road next to Target Mortgage Financial Services. Also to Diamond Bank and Phone Pros. Thank you for your sponsorship of Texarkana Game Day, allowing us to bring you all the excitement of high school baseball to wherever you are watching from this evening. We'll be back on the air here in Mount Vernon tomorrow night for Game 2 of this regional semifinal. Liberty Ilo will be playing in Paris tomorrow evening. However, their game will not be here on game day. Paris does not have the necessary infrastructure at their field. The guys have worked really hard today. You've got some producers here for Texarkana Game Day who work really hard. Frank Sides, the man running the switches tonight, but Zach Doty providing the moving shots that you see this evening. He's also one of the producers that helps get things done, and he probably not going to find any more bummed than he is that the Liberty Ilo game isn't going on, because he does a great job and is able to follow them, and has been on the call for some good things as well. And Frank does some of that too. So just some great guys that work for game day and help us keep this thing going. Now in the bottom of the 6th, Spencer Browning. You got Spencer Browning, Hunter Rose, and Buck Anderson. And Jay, you were saying it off the air there. These are three guys that need to get something done here in this half inning, and Spencer Browning tried to score 6 runs on one swing that time.
Yeah, that was probably his best cut he's made all night.
The 0-1. This one a little bit too low. Yeah. The 1-1 now from Briseño. This one, little runner back to the shortstop. Fry gets it over to first. Spencer made it interesting with the speed there. Maybe he was moving a little faster than Fry thought he was going to. But regardless, it comes in as an out. Now Hunter Rose steps in with a chance to help his cause and give himself a little more breathing room out there in the top of the 7th. This one is way far outside from Briseño. Ball 1.
Yeah, in the first inning, he grounded out to second. In the 4th, he flew out just past the shortstop.
This one a swing and a miss over the top of a low off-speed pitch to even the count at 1 apiece. This one a fly ball toward Flashnick in left field. Backs him up about 5 feet in front of the warning track there. So he's able to reel that one in, and that brings up Buck Anderson with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Coach Fincher having some words with Anderson.
Should Anderson get on? Landon West is the next man up for the Hawks. Maybe telling Buck we just need some base runners. Do what you can to get something out there. This one low and in the dirt. Ball 1.
Had a comment on our game day feed from Robert Lee telling Game Day that we appreciate all your efforts and we appreciate them watching the stream and all of those that have eyeballs on this game right now.
Swing and a miss there from Buck Anderson to make it 1-1. This one will be a base hit over the third baseman out to the left fielder, and Buck Anderson has the Hawks with a man on the base paths here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Landon West Now steps in, and Landon Fincher will come in to run for Buck Anderson.
Now batting number 21, Landon West.
Buck Anderson will have the opportunity to put his gear on. Landon West painfully made it to first base, getting hit by a pitch in the fourth.
They throw over and check on Landon Fincher, and he's standing on first looking at him.
That ball was a little high.
What are you doing, boys? He gets back once again, and so Briseño wanting to check on the pinch runner that comes in.
Yeah, Landon West definitely on the inside of the batter's box.
This one high and inside up near the chin, ball one. This will be Briseño's 25th pitch. Coming up. High from Landon West. It's going to get foul, thankfully, just behind the dugout. Make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Landon looks down to Coach Fincher to see the call. Landon Fincher is the man on first here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Now Blue gives the go-ahead. This one low and in the dirt. Scooped up by the catcher, though. 2 balls and a strike. Kind of a slow, methodical game this evening. Pitchers on both teams able to stymie the other offenses. Nothing easy so far for either team to get going with the bats. This one low and in the dirt again, and Jackson might have caught that one off a hand or something. I don't know if that was frustration or was a little bit of, that didn't feel good. Briseño goes back, gets a little powder on his hand. 3-1 now. Fincher is going. This one gets past second, though. Landon Fincher is going to slide into third, and the Hawks have men on the corners. A 2-out single from Landon West brings up Walker Wright. Walker hit one that was about an inch away from sailing over the second baseman's head. He was able to jump up and snag it his last time up.
Now batting number 10.
Yeah, can't get one maybe a foot higher than that.
Yeah, a little hit and run there, and now all of a sudden Hawks have runners on the corner rather than first and second had he not had that hit and run in play.
This one shot towards center field. The center fielder can't get to it. It's going to go to the wall. 1's going to score. 2's going to score. Walker Wright's coming into third. It hits him. Walker Wright with a huge triple all the way to the wall in center field.
Yeah, Walker Wright with 2 RBIs, putting a crooked number up on the board for Pleasant Grove. So a little 2-out rally here by Pleasant Grove, taking that lead from 1-0 to 3-0. Looks like we're going to have a little missed second base request.
They say no. Started off with a hit from Buck Anderson. Put Landon Fincher in to run for him. Landon West with a little single up the middle and then a shot from Walker right there. Plates 2. The Hawks with a man 90 feet away for Christian May. Stepping in from the left side now, Christian May Gets this one over to the shortstop, and it does not get there in time. The Hawks are going to score another one. Braylon Fry did a good job just to get over to that ball. Could not make the throw over to first. Pleasant Grove has scored 3 runs with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 28, Ty Boozer.
That brings up the designated hitter, number 9 man, Ty Boozer.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove just driving the ball straight back at the pitcher.
This one right on the outside edge there for a strike. Coach Fincher says hit the ball to Boozer. The 0-1 now from Briseño. This one in the dirt. Jackson able to knock that one down to keep it from getting behind him. 1-1 now. Jared Halter on deck for Pleasant Grove. This one in the dirt. And Christian May is going to be easily into second. That one bounces in front of Jackson.
And Luis, I think he did something to his arm with that pitch because it bounced almost where the green is on the field. He barely even got to the dirt.
Yeah, looks like maybe. And again, maybe a little bit sweaty with this humid air. Of course, you and I were talking about it. If I had to throw it that far, I think I'd be doing the same thing with my arm. 2-1 now from Briseño. And I think we had time called there. Back up and try this again. Christian May, the man on second for the Hawks. Ty Boozer looks at ball 3. And now the coach wants to come out and talk to Briseño. And he may be done. He's having some control issues here, and he's talking to him, trying to see what's going on with that. I'll mute that in the background before Facebook gets mad at us for thinking we're trying to hold an unlicensed concert. Getting enough trouble for stuff as it is, right? So just a quick mound visit out there to Briseño. And he stays in the game. Ty Boozer with a 3-1 count here, as the Hawks have scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. This one back to Fry at shortstop. He fires over to first. It's in time. And that's the way the inning ends, but not before Pleasant Grove scores 3. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Hunter Rose and company need 3 outs to come out with a Game 1 win. Pleasant Grove leads it 4-0. We'll head to the top of the 7th. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk playoff baseball on Texarkana Game Day.
Nerf Wars, safe. Dodgeball, safe. Kickball, batting cages, and glow-in-the-dark parties. You're all safe here, baby. Looking for a birthday party that's anything but ordinary? Iconic Performance Center brings the fun to you. With 2 hours of high-energy activities, plus music and dancing, this will be the party they'll never forget. Book your iconic birthday party today at iconicperformancecenter.net or just call 903-293-9949.
All right, folks. We head to the top of the 7th. I want to take one last opportunity to thank our game sponsors, Nothing Bundt Cakes, over on Richmond Road, Mortgage Financial Services, Diamond Bank, and Phone Pros. Thank you to tonight's game sponsors. And again, if you would like to be a sponsor of Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball or Liberty ILO Baseball on these roads back toward Austin, we invite you to do so. Get with Morgan Smith, or you can get with Jay Davis or myself. Reach out to us on Facebook if you would like. Get your company to help sponsor these ball games. Hunter Handley, the first baseman, number 3 man in the lineup, steps in for Panther Creek. And he has a little chopper over to Spencer Browning at shortstop, and Browning is unable to field that one cleanly. It took a minute to get to him. And, yeah, like Frank said, kind of had some English on it there and just trying to juggle it out of his glove, but the Panther Creek has man on, and Coach Fincher says it's probably enough for him. As well, maybe they're just going to talk about it. Maybe he's going to let Hunter Rose finish this out. Might ask him, hey, what do you think? Hunter Rose said, please don't take this ball from me. Let's go ahead and get this done. 3, 4, 5 hitters were the ones due up.
And all 3 of them have batting averages above 300. So if you're a Panthers fan, these are the 3 batters you want facing down 4 in the first of a 3-game series.
Kai Richmond now the man stepping in. Davis Stokeham, the third baseman, is on deck. Actually, no, this is Briseño, the pitcher, stepping in here. First time we've seen him. I don't know what Briseño's average looks like on the season. He is the new pitcher in. That's telling, too, though, that he's in there and they didn't put somebody else in that spot. So either he can hit or they're anticipating maybe him having another shot at this one in the bottom of the 7th. This one catches that outside edge for a strike. It's been there all night long for both teams. 1 ball and 1 strike now.
Yeah, he's got a 1.85 batting average coming into tonight.
Rose, little pop on that one over to first base. Let's see if he couldn't get Hanley caught off the bag a little bit. Back over there again. I think they have do they have a pitch runner in there for him? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't think that's Hanley over there. Swinging a miss for Briseño here on the outside edge.
Yeah, Briseño's got 13 strikeouts on 27 at-bats so far this season.
1 ball and 2 strike. This one is inside. Buck Anderson does a good job of getting back on that one.
You probably don't do this on a 2-2 count, but throwing the ball outside and Buck throwing behind the runner.
Swinging a miss, strike 3. He says, I'll take care of this one the old-fashioned way.
I think Hanley's taking an extra step after the delivery's made, and this could be a good opportunity here because Buck Anderson's motion could be hidden a little bit by this left-handed batter.
And Hanley actually have a pinch runner over there for him, assuming it's the younger Flashnick. P. Flashnick is the pinch runner. Caden Ray, the second baseman, is now the man in the batter's box for Panther Creek. This one high and outside, and Hunter Rose is popping some leather here late in this ball game. This one right down the middle. In for a strike.
I'm still thinking that throw behind the runner's there.
Yeah. Well, now you got a batter maybe in your way. We'll see. This one, chopper back to first. Rose gets it, throws to Spencer Browning at second, over to first, double play. Ball game. Pleasant Grove takes game 1, 4-0. A complete game shutout for Hunter Rose. The runs didn't come easy. The Hawks got one via a throwing error and a steal from Jace Elrod back in the 4th. And then they put 3 on the board on a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 6th to take game 1. We'll be back here tomorrow night at Mount Vernon. First pitch scheduled for 7:30 tomorrow evening. You can join us here on Texarkana Game Day. But, Jay, you can't win 2 until you win 1. So we get that one done here on the first evening of this one.
I'll mention to some of the players that I will definitely be here Saturday if required, but would prefer not to. And they at least put us in the position to not have to come here. But a very, very good defensive effort here by Pleasant Grove. A lot of good plays behind Hunter Rose, but Hunter Rose able to lead the evening with 6 strikeouts.
So good night of baseball for the Hawk fans. We'll be back here again tomorrow night, 7:30 for the first pitch. Join us here on Texarkana Game Day. For Frank Sides and the entire team at Game Day, that's Jay Davis. I'm Matt Fry. We'll see you tomorrow night. Jay Davis, any parting words?
Go Hawks!
We'll see you tomorrow. This is Pleasant Grove Hawk Baseball on Texarkana Game Day.